Hi friends, my name's Molly Bird, and if you're new here, welcome to our birdhouse. And if you're not new here, welcome to our birdhouse. So today I want to talk about one of my Victorian houses. It's called a nap house. And the nap house was created in Pennsylvania, and it was made by a man named Ron Clanton. Now, Ron Clanton was the architect of the house, and he actually knew how to make real houses. So that's why I fell in love with this dollhouse, is because it had so many elements in it that were like how you would make a real house, including the floors, which the floors are inlaid and they're just absolutely gorgeous. After I talk about this, I am going to show you every room of the house again. I did in previous videos, but I want to show you them again, and also the front of the house and the sides. The house is called the Nap House, so I did some research and I could not find any nap houses that look like this house. So it's very confusing to me, because when he had it built, the story was that this lady in Pennsylvania who had like over 35 doll houses, she hired him to make all her doll houses custom, and then there was an auction, and at the auction these doll houses were auctioned off by the family after she passed away. Now, sadly, they're auctioned off for a very low price considering what she paid for them. But I had bought one through a lady that had bought some of the houses in the auction, and she was in Pennsylvania. And I found out about her and the houses, and I bought two from her, and they were shipped to me in Illinois. And she didn't really know a whole lot, but she thought that this nap house was designed by an actual nap house. But like I said, I can't find anything that looks like it. The only house that comes close to it, the look of it to me, when I did my research, was the Ernest Hemingway house. Now, the Ernest Hemingway house looks like this house, and it is this house. And they actually do tours of it, and it's a museum now. Ernest Hemingway, as we all know, is a legendary writer. And he only lived there for the first 6 years of his life, though. So he was just a baby until he was 6. And the thing is in Oak Park, Illinois, which I found interesting since I live in Illinois. I will show you some pictures of the inside too, which there aren't a lot. But these are a few of the pictures. Now, they don't look exactly like the dollhouse rooms, but there's some similarities. I think the turret looks very like the house of the dollhouse, and just the colors and the design. It doesn't have the curvature front wrapped around porch like the original or the Ernest Hemingway house. It's more of like a farmhouse porch, the one that I have, so it's a little more squared off. So that is a little different to me. The kitty's in the background if you can hear the little noises. And I just think it's such a beautiful home, though. And it wasn't electrified when I had purchased it, so I learned how to do all the electricity. My husband showed me how to do it, and then I learned from him, and then I did it myself, though. And that's what I love about it, too, when it's all lit up, because it really shows the rooms better, and it just brings more life to the rooms. So I hope you enjoy seeing the dollhouse, and here it is. And here's the whole entire front of the dollhouse. The turret. And in here, floors are really nice. Side of the dollhouse. It even has gutters, downspout. Eaves troughs, screen porch. So soon it will be upstairs. This is one little girl's room. And she's a little ballerina girl, so she has a mirror here to practice. And there she is. This is the parents' room, and this is the part that the man of the house would be sitting in his chair to smoke his pipe, have a little drink, read the newspaper, maybe listen to the radio, write a letter. There's a fan because of course they don't have air conditioning, so when it gets hot out they have the fan here. And the bed. And there's the man's wardrobe. And then the woman's areas here. There's a wall hanging. I used to have a tear in this wallpaper, so I put this tapestry here. And it's the painting that was real famous, and I should look it up to see who did it. But it's a woman swinging, and the man here looking up at her is kind of provocative because her dress is coming up and her foot is pointed. And the attic again, with the little girls playing in the attic. They have their little dog up here with them. Their little mouse. And the trunk. And another little girl's room. Leading out with French doors onto the patio. In the nursery, the wash basin, leading up the stairs to the parents' room. But this would be the nursery over here, way back here. And the laundry room. And then the bathroom. This is where the man would shave. And this room, where my mom is as Mother Goose. And I do have a light fixture that I'm fixing for the ceiling here. That's why it looks dark here right now. But it's getting done. The light bulb went out in it, so I had to fix it. But I'll be attaching it back into this room. And it's a nice corner fireplace. Then the dining room. And the kitchen. There's even a little mouse. And the screen porch. One thing I want to talk about with this is the water heater in the corner. I think that's really cool. And that was built when the house was built. And this piece here was one of my very first pieces. I think I was maybe 6 and my grandma and grandpa bought it for me for my other dollhouse. And it's just an apple barrel with apples in it. So I cherish this piece a lot. It's probably 1976 when they bought it. And also this little table with chairs, that was also from back then. Oh, my poor dollhouses. My 4 big dollhouses. So waiting to go upstairs and so excited for the transition of going upstairs. But of course, before that happens, I have to get the rooms done. We are going to take all these dollhouses upstairs, in the upstairs that we're redoing that will look like a cottage, and it's just going to be like a little museum up there, and the whole upstairs will be my museum room for the dollhouses. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope I see you next time. What you doing, Mr. Pipster? And the other reason we're doing the dollhouses upstairs is so Mr. Pipster doesn't get in them. Right, Mr. Pipster?